Hey, it's good to start off the week with a little live stream video. I've been preoccupied with dealership data lately with our new platform, KPI. And if you're not sure what KPI is, let me just put it succinctly. KPI is designed to give back time to marketing managers who have too many things on their plate, but need to keep an eye on the things that are impacting their conversion rates. There are 5 levers that impact improving conversion. That includes making sure all the vendors are sending proper conversion events into GA4, getting rid of code bloat. There are dealers that have 20 GTM containers, 15 different analytics accounts, another dozen or 2 Google Ads accounts. Code bloat impacts speed. The quality of traffic that comes to their website, the tool choices they make, and the designs in which they're placed, and how each tool converts. Of course, website speed is the 5th lever that impacts conversion. It may not be so hard when you have one website. When you start having 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 websites, the ability for one person or even a team to pick up on the things that have broke, the things that aren't working, and to analyze the data to improve conversion are very difficult to surface and then make actionable. That's what KPI is doing. It's also giving dealers the first opportunity to see how their CTA buttons are performing and which ones to pull off pages, which ones to keep on pages, and how each vendor's tool is working to take a click to a conversion. There are some tools on dealer websites that have a CCR, a CTA conversion rate of 10%. There are other tools that have 50%. Understand what that means. 1 out of 10 or 5 out of 10 clicks to conversions. Of course, dealers would love to have all their tools at 50% CCR, but it's not that simple. My bar is at least 25%, but for many dealers, over half the tools on their website are converting under that bar. And yet there are vendors and solutions and designs that can get to 35, 45, even 55% CCR. But KPI is evolving to do even more. Dealers are saying, Brian, when things break, weeks could go by before someone even sees it. So we've been asked to add alerts and notifications. We also have been asked when things need to be cleaned up. Tags drop off the site, too many tags on the site. Can we help automate support tickets? And we're going to be adding that feature because when it comes down to it, the marketing managers and dealer principals have very little time to waste. And yet Google Analytics, advertising, websites are very complex and an important part of our business. Someone had to simplify a management tool to increase conversion and to give dealers what they want more of, sales opportunities. That's the heart of KPI. Every month, we're coaching our clients individually on looking at their data and how to make the next step to improve conversion. Now, I want to encourage everyone that even if you don't know who I am, that you can just trust me. After 21 years in automotive marketing, I've written the most books. I've published the most LinkedIn articles on automotive digital marketing, measurement, and sales process. That if you would like to know a piece of what I look at to improve conversion, you can get a free KPI report. Now, this isn't the full report because we don't have access to your Google Analytics and Search Console. But if you'd like to start a conversation, start with this free report. And then if you would like to see more about what KPI can do, you can give us temporary access to Google Analytics and Search Console, and then we'll run a full KPI report. KPI is invaluable for dealer groups because of the impact poor conversion can have at scale. And KPI can have the positive impact at scale to make sure that every store and every agency are being measured by the same standard. The truth is, as large dealer groups grow, the more disorganized their measurement standards are, the more inconsistent they can be in holding vendors accountable to performance, and that's where KPI comes in. KPI will be the industry standard for performance measurement and accountability. And for the first time, dealers can understand why the same two brand stores, even in the same state, can have different performance in terms of conversion for the first time. If everything is being measured by the same standard, things start to come to the surface that show why some websites in the group are performing poorly. Recently, you may have seen some articles about the desire of some OEMs to build their own websites. KPI has exposed the performance flaws, for example, in Audi websites. Audi websites are not designed for today's AI search functionality. Their schema is, well, sorely lacking competitive standards, and yet dealers are required to use this platform. The answer to Audi dealers listening in is there's things that we can do to fix conversion, but there's probably some tools you have to add on to fix the holes in the schema gaps that are present. But the good news is we know how to help Audi dealers. Someone messaged me today, said, Brian, have you looked at Porsche websites? They're doing the same thing. Well, guess what? I'm going to post something today. I'm going to run KPI on a few Porsche websites, and I'll also share that with you. But scan this QR code to get a free KPI report. And this free report looks something like this. Let's take a look at it. We're looking in this report, since I only can look at public things, I can't look at your campaigns, I can't look at your CTA buttons and how well they're performing without analytics, but I'm grading different areas of website performance, and then I'm specifically showing you how to fix the problems. This is a free report. This is not a generic SEO tool by some Claude programmer, in a small remote part of the world. This is automotive specific intelligence. And then we're taking a look at AI visibility scores. We're taking a look at marketplace leakage, meaning are the marketplaces overriding your visibility and local search? And what to do about it. We're taking a look at the SEO structure of the website. And again, what you can do about it. Everything is in this free report. And then one of my favorites is the ability to look at all your GTM containers. Remember, I said code bloat. Some of you, I know this sounds crazy, has 30 analytics account bolted to your site. This explodes each GTM and tells you what's inside. And of course, we want to limit GTMs to only current vendors. And we want to limit the number of ads accounts. And we want to limit the number of Google Analytics accounts. All of that is part of this, enrichment of information to help you improve. We also take a look at the last 25 reviews to see if there's any complaints about undisclosed fees. That's super important. This is all part of this free report from KPI. Why are we doing the free report? Because we want to deal with dealers who care about their online conversion rate, and we want to show them what we see. And then if they become a customer and subscribe to KPI, it's $2.99 a month per website, cancel anytime, and there's discounts and pricing when dealers have 10 or more stores. but it's simple. It's software as a service plus the coaching that comes from our team. So it's just not a report. It's just not an ugly Christmas card. It's a tool to improve online experiences, which in turn turn to higher conversion rates. Now, there are some websites, even when you clean them up, they still fail Google PageSpeed Insights. And the team at AutoGenius has a great product called Speed Layer, which fixes speed issues, especially since software is changing on dealer websites. I mentioned Audi websites schema is horrible. And even many of the major website platforms, when you look at the SEO score, I just saw a dealership website today. They had over 100 pages of content that were custom built by a company in our industry, but they weren't accessible through the AI agent. You see, things are changing and dealers need to be able to be notified. Can you imagine paying for over 100 pages of content and being told that the LLMs can't really read that content? But a small little fix. My colleague Gray Scott is working on a very interesting product called PromptGraph.ai. PromptGraph.ai. It fixes the Audi schema problem. I can't wait to see what's going on with Porsche. But it's just not those two OEM websites. Some of the largest website providers have fallen behind because if they're not creating the content, they don't care. They don't have time to inspect dealer websites and see what content is being picked up and what content isn't, especially if they didn't create it. So dealers need a partner that can just coach them to work with their website company to improve the searchability, to improve the conversion, to clean up the containers. It's all part of what we're doing at KPI. So take a moment to pause. Every dealer wants more sales opportunities, and oftentimes they just throw more money at the problem. But what if it's the website itself? And what if there was things that you could do to improve conversion? We've proven it with KPI. Start the conversation by getting a free report. And then let me show you why you should subscribe, what the experience will be like, and then let's create a path forward to have a standard of measurement across every website in your dealer group, roll up reports for the whole dealer group, see where the problems are at a dealer group level, have automatic alerts when important things break. It's just the tip of the iceberg of the benefits of KPI. You can sign up today. Just go to kpi.com, put in the number of stores, put in your credit card. Boom, you'll get your reports, your full detailed analysis across all the levers of conversion. And we start a conversation. Schedule your first call, and we start going through it. Every month, we'll be on the phone talking through the opportunities that KPI reveals. That's why I wanted to make this free offer to give you a conversation. Right. So what are you waiting for? Get started, scan the QR code, and then I hope that we'll be working together in the days ahead. This is the most exciting time in our industry. AI is transforming the speed at which software can be developed, insights be delivered, and actions taken to improve online retailing. Can't wait. This November at the Modern Retailing Conference, we're going to be seeing some huge breakthroughs in time efficiency and throughput of one-to-one personalized communication. If you've never been to the Modern Retailing Conference, man, it is the place where the top thinkers, tech companies, and innovators come to move automotive retail forward. And remember, Allied Industry, if you're not a sponsor, you have to purchase a ticket before August 15th. Otherwise, Allied Industry tickets stop selling. So what are you waiting for? Take advantage of this free offer. If you're a dealer, and this is only for dealers, just scan that QR code and we'll turn around the report within 24 hours, deliver it right to your email box, and then let's start a conversation on how you and I can work together to help you sell more cars in the digital age, how to get more conversion opportunities. And if there's still structural problems with your website that can't be fixed, let me recommend companies that can help you with Speed AutoGenius or with AI searchability and content syndication with PromptGraft. It's that simple. It's time for new tools for just a time like this. Thanks for listening in. And please, if you liked the offer, share it with your 20 group, share it online. Just take a moment to hit reshare and syndicate, and I appreciate it. Have a great day, and thanks for listening in.